Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat, Matt, Batrep.
MiniWarGaming's Beat, Matt, Batrep.
Got Ellis here all the way from Colorado, ready for another game of Warhammer 40k. We are going to be playing with the open war cards again, but we're going to be doing a bit of a twist just to make things interesting. We're doing 1750 points, so even though we're doing the open war cards, we are going to be doing matched play rules, so the whole only one psychic power can be used per psychic phase. Sorry, you can't use the same psychic power in the same psychic phase, even with multiple psychers, except for Smite. We're doing fully Battle Forge with command points, all that kind of stuff, typical match play rules, because I think that they really introduce a nice element, even to an open play setting. The match play really does work. One big shout out I have to make. In my very first Beat Matt Batrep for Season 5 in Episode 1, I was playing against an 11-year-old, and we had a fun and fluffy game, and I was a little concerned about the comments that would be given just because I knew it was nowhere near a competitive game, but instead I was pleasantly surprised that there was tons of really good and encouraging comments. A lot of people mentioning that they don't mind power level as long as the game is good. I'm still probably going to stick more to points just because people that like power level probably don't mind points, but people that like points probably don't like power level, so it's easier to please more people with points, even though I think both are really good. And other than that, though, we're just going to have fun, and that's what Season 5 is all about. So I'm still looking for more ideas for what kind of scenarios you'd like me to do to kind of keep things changing and interesting. And so we're going to be doing another scenario with the open war cards, because I feel like we've just started to scratch the surface of the potential of those. And so Ellis has brought his Iron Knights, which is a successor chapter of the Imperial Fists. And we have 1750 points of them, and I'm going to be bringing my Genestealer Cult to try out. We have no idea what the scenario is going to be. It's all going to be random once we actually go to play. So let's start off by taking a look at the armies. On this side, we have the Iron Knights, which are actually, in the lore, a successor chapter to the Imperial Fists. And Ellis has brought us a battalion attachment. Why don't you walk us through what you decided to bring?
Alright, so leading my army, I have a captain who's going to be in the Armor and Divinus. He has a Stormbolter and a Power Sword.
So that's your free relic then?
Yeah.
So the Armor and Dominus is a 2+ armor save. And does it have an invul?
It does. It gives him a 3-up invul once per battle.
For the whole turn?
Yeah, for the whole turn.
So you basically, I think it's after you actually wounded too. You get to decide.
I get to decide, hey, you know what? If I wanted to put the force field up.
I'm going to turn it on, and it lasts for the rest of the turn. And relics, of course, as the more books come out, we are playing from the new Codex Space Marines, of course. And I think as they come out, you're going to see more and more relics. It just seems to be a thing they're going to be doing. Awesome, so that's your captain. Just regular captain, no, not a Primaris captain.
Right, just a regular captain. And then I also am bringing Captain Darneth Lysander. He's going to be in a squad with 5 Assault Terminators, all equipped with Thunderhammer Storm Shields.
Now, we should talk about that for a second, because technically your chapter keyword is Iron Knights, and his chapter keyword is Imperial Fists.
Right.
And so I know some people have had issues with that, bringing the named characters from the chapters into their successor chapters, and there is a bit of debate whether you can do that, because all you have to really do is say, well, they're Imperial Fists.
Right.
I'm just going to say they're Imperial Fists. And there's no, they're colored gray, so what? But it makes sense that an Imperial Fist successor chapter, well, I don't know if it always makes sense, but sometimes makes sense that a successor chapter could have characters from the other chapters as well. For me, it more made sense when there was somebody bringing Guilliman into a successor Ultramarines chapter. That made sense because he's the Primarch of all the chapters of Ultramarines. So we're just going to allow it. We're not going to really... I know some people might talk... they might say that that's against the rules, and there is definitely a debate to be had there. But just for simplicity, we basically allow the characters from the chapters to be as part of their successor chapters without any penalty. So this still counts as all the benefits of being an Imperial Fist chapter, even though we're technically mixing chapters. Sorry, you may continue.
That's right. And they're all going to be riding in a Storm Raven. That's going to have everything in my army is WYSIWYG, almost. It has the twin multi-melta, the 2 Hurricane Bolters, the twin Assault Cannon, and then of course the 4 Storm Strike missiles that it comes with. And then
very powerful gunboat.
Yes.
Very, very powerful.
With an amazing troop capacity. And then I have actually 3 tactical squads. This one here just has 4 bolters and a missile launcher. This tactical squad here has a grav gun. The sergeant has a combi grav, and then there's a missile launcher. And then this tactical squad, the sergeant has a power sword and a combi melta, and then there's a melta gun in there with 3 bolters. And they are going to be riding in a Razorback, just with the twin last cannon. And then I have a squad of Devastators with 2 last cannons, 2 missile launchers, and the sergeant just has a bolt pistol chainsword.
So that's where it's not WYSIWYG.
Yeah, the one part. And then this is a Vindicator, and it's just stock. It doesn't have the bolter on top, just the Demolisher cannon.
So the Imperial Fist chapter tactic, what does that do?
It allows me to ignore your cover with my infantry models, pretty much.
So anything with the chapter tactics,
Yeah.
or if that's allowed to take the chapter tactics, so infantry, dreadnoughts, and bikers.
Is going to be ignoring your cover.
That's a pretty big deal against Genestealer Cult.
Yes. Oh, and my Warlord also has the Storm of Fire Warlord trait, is the one that I've chosen. And he's pretty much going to be sitting in the back with my Devastators.
The Storm of Fire, remind me what that one does again?
So that's going to do the -1 AP to all the shooting weapons.
So your bolters are AP -1.
Yeah, if they're within 6 inches.
Right.
But
So every unit that's within 6 inches, their shooting weapons get -1 AP.
Yep.
Is it just infantry or is it everything?
just the unit, it's everything actually.
Yeah,
I
so
believe.
even like your
Yeah.
Storm Bolter on there and your Demolisher cannons and stuff. Now a lot of my stuff won't care because they're only 5-up armor, but it's still like bolters making my 5-up a 6-up, ignoring cover. It's going to make everything a lot more killy. And Imperial Fists are usually the good thing to bring against Genestealer Cult. Those are the ones that I have a hardest time against.
And then lastly, I have a Storm Talon with the Typhoon missile launcher and the twin assault cannon.
Nice. So this is a battalion detachment, so you get 3 command points for being Battleforged, plus a 3 for the battalion, for 6 in total. And over here we have some Genestealer Cult who are going to try to take on the Marines. And maybe, I know I'm going to definitely be outgunned and out-muscled, well, except for the Genestealers, of course. But I'm hoping that the cult ambushing and all the sneaky tactics of the Genestealer Cult can make up for that. And if not, oh well, it'll be fun. Besides, we're doing the open war cards. Who knows what we're going to draw for what the objectives are. And so I actually have 3 detachments here, just because I would like to bring a lot of HQs with the Genestealer Cult. And so it just naturally evolved into the 3 of them. The one with the elites, so the Vanguard, and then the Outrider as well, which is the fast attack. So we got a battalion as well. The battalion is, we got our 3 HQs, so we'll just say that's 2 Primuses, which are good in close combat. They also have the advantage that when they come in from cult ambush, they can re-roll the result if they don't like it. So that gives them a better chance of rolling that 5+ that you really want. And then we have 2 Magi, so 2 Maguses or Maguses or whatever you want to call them, with 2 Familiars each. And they are just going to be our psychers of the group, along with the Patriarch, of course, but they just kind of sit back and do support psycher stuff. And then we have our Patriarch as our 5th HQ. So we have 3 for the battalion, and then 1 for the Outrider, and 1 for the Vanguard. We'll say the Patriarch is the Vanguard one, because he'll go with the Genestealers, but it doesn't really actually matter which one's in which. And the Patriarch is just a close combat beast. He's a psycher, got a couple of Familiars to help out. The Primuses give a bubble of +1, 6-inch bubble of +1 to your hit rolls in the fight phase. The Patriarch does the same thing, but only to Genestealers. And these guys allow you to deny the Witch more often, but you don't have any Psychers, so that won't matter too much. Although it will help me to get my Psychic powers off. Because we're doing match play rules, I can't spam the same power, so I can't put Mind Control on all 3 of these guys, and then Mind Control his Storm Raven 3 times in a row to fire at his own army and win the game automatically, which is probably what would happen. And so each of them, basically I'll just spread out the powers. One of the Maguses will have, you know what, I'm not actually sure yet. I might actually put Mind Control on the Patriarch because he'll be more forward, and that'll allow him to pick out the targets a lot better. But there's Mass Hypnosis on one of them, which is -1 to your hit rolls. You can't fire Overwatch, and you always fight last in the fight phase, even if you charged. Then there's the Strength from Beyond, or Might from Beyond, which is +1 strength and +1 attack to a unit. So you imagine that on a unit of Genestealers is pretty crazy. So then we have our troop choices for our battalion. We've got 2 groups of Neophytes, and I forgot to take the cult icons out. They FAQ'd it that the cult icons actually cost 20 points each, which in my mind is totally not worth it, considering that a Neophyte is like 8 points and the Acolytes are like 11 points each. So adding in an icon costs it almost the same as 2 or 3 models, which I just don't think is worth I think it's re-rolling 1s, or it's either +1. I think it's either +1 to hit or re-rolling 1s. Either way,
they will be replaced with regular guys. They used to be free because they weren't mentioned in the index. And I should point out that we're using this index for the rules. So if there is a Genestealer Cult Codex out, by the time you're watching this, realize that we're using old rules by that point. And things are coming out so fast that we have no idea when they're going to be happening. So 2 Neophyte squads, each with 2 heavy weapons, 1 of 2 mining lasers, and 1 of 2 heavy seismic cannons. And I did buy 2 dedicated transports, Goliath trucks for them, and I upgraded them with cache of demolition charge in each of them. So as long as there's guys inside, you have this extra 6-inch range, strength 8, multiple damage, good AP weapon as well. Basically a grenade. And Goliath trucks are open top, so the guys can fire from inside of them. And then we have 2 groups of acolytes with the heavy rock saws. They FAQ'd it because I was wondering, why would you ever bring a rock saw? The rock cutter has the same profile. It costs less points, and it has an additional ability that could auto-kill guys after they wound them. And so I was always thinking that, oh, rock saws are totally useless now. But then they FAQ'd it to say that the rock cutters, or clippers, also give you -1 to your hit rolls, whereas these do not. So these are essentially power fists that don't give you -1 to your hit rolls, which is pretty darn good. And we'll have each of the leaders with a Lash Whip Bone Sword. Bone Sword, just better close combat weapon. Lash Whip basically means if they die before they have a chance to fight, they get to fight. So no matter what, they still get to fight, which is pretty fun. So those are our 4 troop choices for our battalion. Our 3 elites will be 2 groups of 12 Genestealers. They FAQ these guys. They used to be 21 points apiece, which was ridiculous because the Tyranid Genestealers were only 10 points, and they're exactly the same. Like identical, there's no difference, except for the cult ambush aspect, which is a big deal, but still I don't know if it makes them worth twice. They basically FAQ'd them to be worth the same points cost as Genestealers from Tyranid, so 10 points apiece now, which is really nice. And so I have 2 groups of 12 because if they're 10 or more, they get +1 attack. So I like to have a couple extra in case they die to Overwatch or something. And a group of aberrants, 2 power picks, 2 power hammers, just some more muscle. And those are my elites, so they'll be in the vanguard. And then we have 4 fast attack in our outrider detachment. So it'll be 4 scout sentinels with heavy flamers. So I think because of the number of guys that I'm bringing, that I'll be giving first turn to Ellis, and especially because he has the transport to bring a lot of his guys too. But I think that's okay as long as I can hide enough of my guys from his firepower in the first turn. So that is mine. That gives me a total of 8 command points, 3 for being Battleforged, 3 for the battalion, 1 for the outrider, and 1 for the vanguard detachment. And one more thing, the Patriarch will be the Warlord, and I'll be giving him the Warlord trait that gives him +1 attack whenever he charges, because it's just good. We shuffled up our deployment objective and twist cards. We are going to be playing on a snow world like so, with all of our terrain. Greenleaf terrain made pretty much everything you see on this table. And our deployment, are you ready?
I am.
We have no idea beforehand what this is going to be, because we've shuffled it up. Boom, baby! So we've got table quarters, but with a twist. It's only 12 inches in the center. And so that means this distance right here is even less than 12 inches. So, but at the same time, it's a pretty small frontal area. So I would have preferred the ones where it's just like we just divide the table in half and we each get a half, because then all my close combat would just start right at the front. What is our objective? Supply cache. The players take it in turns to place 6 objective markers. Each must be placed more than 6 inches from any other objective marker and the battlefield edge. At the start of each player's turn, they must roll a dice for each marker they control in any order they wish. If they roll 6, they have found the supply cache. Remove the other markers. The player that controls the supply cache at the end of the 5th battle round wins the battle. Uh-oh, you've got Defenders of Humanity to help you with that, where you just have objective secured-ish kind of thing. So we don't know which one of the 6 is it. We'll just find out. What is the twist? Many paths to victory. Draw an extra objective card. Both objective cards are used for the battle. If the players achieve one of the objectives each, then the battle is a tie. Designer's note: if both the objective cards that you draw require you to place objective markers on the battlefield, ensure you can tell which objective marker relates to which objective card. So if they both require 6 objectives, we actually have 12 objectives on the table. So what is our second objective? I know, good color, right? That's exactly it. Boom! The Comet. Oh boy. I don't know if I like the sound of that. I actually haven't read these, so I don't even know what they do. You can see that the table is divided into quarters, similar to our deployment. At the start of the 3rd battle round, the players roll off. The winner rolls a dice and places an objective marker as close as possible to the center of the corresponding location shown on the map below. The player that controls the objective marker at the end of the 5th battle round wins the battle. Okay, that's cool. So basically the fluff for that one is hurling down through the atmosphere comes an object of great value. A fallen satellite, perhaps, or an escape pod. Whatever the case, it must be yours. You know what? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So in the end, there's only 2 objectives. You got to achieve both of them to win, or at least one of them, and the opponent doesn't achieve the other one. And if we both achieve one, then it's a tie. And did they both just say 5th battle round? 5th battle round, yeah, so they're both 5 turns, because some of them might actually be just a different number of turns for all we know. And that would kind of be interesting, because I guess you could achieve the one at the end of the 5th, and then go on to the other one. So deployment there, 6 objectives, and we'll search them, and one of them is the objective marker you want. And there's a comet coming down at the end of the 3rd battle, at the start of the 3rd battle round. And yeah, that should be interesting. Roll off for who gets to choose their side. I roll a 1, and you roll a 5. What quarter do you want?
This one right here.
So that quarter, so this will be my quarter, which means I will start deploying first. I've got 16 things to set up. You've only got like 7 or 8, so obviously you're going to be able to choose who goes first, so I got to keep that in mind. We actually forgot about the objectives. We went back and set those up, and then we deployed back and forth. I obviously was going to be finishing last. I had way more units. So I cult ambushed exactly half of my army. So using the match play rules, at least half of your army has to start on the table. And I have 18 units, and 9 of them are on the table. So, and I will be doing some vanguard moves once we discover who has first turn, because all the scout sentinels can. Just holding as many objectives as they can at the beginning. So we have an objective here and here. Then we have one back here. And then we have one here, and then another one over on this side of no man's land. And then of course we have the comet that'll be showing up as well. We'll have 5 turns to see what we can do. And you get to choose who goes first.
I think I'm going to take first turn.
Okay, you can try. I will try to seize.
No, I'm...
Try to seize on a 6. Oh! Oh no. All right, didn't have to use a command point. So that's Genestealer Cult, turn 1. So before the first player's first turn, all the Scout Sentinels can do a Vanguard move, which is simply a 9-inch move. They have to end the move at least 12 inches away from the opponent, so it doesn't let me just walk right up to him. So this guy is just going to shift over, still holding on to this objective, because I checked these objectives at the beginning of my turn. And this one will head over here. Sorry, it's actually can't end within 9 inches of an enemy, so I can get a little closer there. And then this one will just kind of shuffle over, still holding this objective. And the Scout Sentinel will scout move up. The start of each turn, we got to see if this is the objective. So basically you roll for each objective that you currently control at the start of your turn. And you can roll it, the player who's rolling gets to decide the order. And if you roll a 6, then that is the objective. All the other objective markers disappear, and that's the one that you have to have. And so actually it's a bit, I think it's more of a disadvantage to be rolling first, because you're more likely to remove the ones. It's only a 1 in 6 chance that you find it. I know I could use command points to re-roll it, but I don't think I would get that desperate for it. And so I'd really like it to be this one back here. So I'm going to choose this one first, because it's more likely to disappear. Although I don't know if that logic holds up really. Doesn't really matter. We're going to try with this one, because if it is, then great. On a 6. 4. So it is not this one. And now the one that's really important. Not that you don't have ways to get across the board really fast. Oh, so close. Oh no. All right. And now I move on to my turn. There's nothing I'm forgetting, right? No? Okay. Then he's going to advance. Moves 9 plus 3. Just going to step over here and on this objective and be like, shoot me. This one will walk up to here, getting in heavy flamer range. This Scout Sentinel will advance 2 inches, so 11 in total. That will allow him to get up to here. This Scout Sentinel will advance, so 14 inches total. He's going to go check out that other objective. Not yet, obviously. It's all the way over there. Magus is going to advance, so 8 inches total. Scraw. Here he comes. Watch out. Our Goliath truck with the seismic cannons is just going to move over to here. Not advancing. And now for the cult ambush portion of our battle report. Sit back and relax for the next half an hour as we do this. Essentially, this is where I pick a unit that's in cult ambush reinforcements, and I roll a die on a table to see what they can do. I can always choose to pick a character and have it accompanied by a Genestealer Cult infantry squad and roll just once for them. If you bring a Primus, they actually get to re-roll it. So basically, the Primuses go with the ones that you really, 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 really care about the most. And the problem is, I care about the Patriarch, which I guess I could choose the Patriarch because it is another Genestealer Cult infantry, but I can't chain it then to bring another squad. That would be really nice. So let's start. You know what then? I'm going to start with the Patriarch. No, I know I'm going to do a Primus with a group of Genestealers. So there's our first group. We're all on the table. Really looking for a 5+ here. That's cocked. 5. Okay, so 5 is a deadly trap. They can set up more than 9 inches away, and then they can either shoot or they can move d6 inches. I'll be moving d6 inches. I'll deploy him out here, close to your squad. Now, he does have a stratagem that lets him fire at me after I come in, but I got to finish my move first. They're going to move 4 inches. Nice. That was rolling for the Genestealers, obviously. I'll roll for the Primus separate. So here they come. Rawr. Yeah, exactly. And the Primus will move 2 inches. So I want to keep him back anyways. Don't want to be able to get shot at. So the question becomes, right now, do you want to use 2 command points to interrupt me and fire at me?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So this is the Auspex scanner, this stratagem that's in the Space Marine Codex that allows you to, whenever somebody gets set up on the board, like from reinforcements or whatever, if they're set up within 12 inches of an infantry unit, then you can spend 2 command points and have the infantry unit just fire at them. You won't be able to fire at my character, obviously, he's not closest. And they do get -1 ballistic skill, though, for their firing. So I'm assuming you're just going to fire everything?
Yeah.
Okay, frag or crack?
Frag.
Obviously.
Fire.
Frag, grenade, yeah, let's start with your rapid fire weapons first, just so we can actually measure that. 17 shots from the bolters, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh my goodness, that was above average. Poor Genestealers. Strength 4 versus toughness 4, so you need 4s to wound, nothing to modify this. Nasty, that is way above average. That's almost twice the expected average. I get 5 up invulns. Oh, 6 die. Well, so much for that. You still got your missile launcher too.
Yeah.
Missile launcher gets d6 shots. 4. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, good, only 1 hit this time. Strength 4, so 4s to wound. Off the table. That's a wound with a 5 up invuln. Dang it. Well, that was nasty. Showcases that stratagem really well, though. Whew, well, that sucked. Patriarch is going to come in with the other Genestealers. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, why not? Don't get to re-roll this one. 3. Dang it, that's only 12 inches. Let's use a stratagem. Stratagem to re-roll the die, so I'll use a command point. Oh, 1! That's even worse. So you get to choose 2 sides of the board, and then we randomize which one I actually come on. Yeah, of course. This one and that one. So 4+ is the one I want. Oh! And I already used my reroll for this phase, so yeah. Well, I have to say that sucks, but I'm not surprised. It's usually what happens to the Patriarch. Well then, let's take the Primus and have him go with the Acolytes. 6, of course. So they have to stay 9 inches away from enemies, more than 9 inches away, but then they get to move. So I'm just going to have them move towards that Vindicator. So they're likely to move up, hopefully do some damage to that, and then they'll die. Magus will come on with the Aberrants. 3, that's 12 inches away. I can't re-roll it, so that's what I got. And these guys will start list out a 12-inch range, so they won't even be able to declare a charge back here. And my other group of Acolytes by themselves. Okay. What 2 table edges do you want me to choose between?
Same 2.
Same 2. 4+ will be the one I want. Oh, no! Oh, they're over here now, too. Oof, that sucked. Psychic phase, all my Psychers except this one are out of range to do anything. So this one knows Mass Hypnosis, which I'll try to cast on this group right here. It's Warp Charge 7. I make it, and you don't have any way to deny it. So essentially these guys cannot Overwatch. They get -1 of their hit rolls, and they always fight last in the fight phase, even if they charge. I have a bit of a shooting phase here. We're going to start with the guys inside of here, the 2 mining lasers. I'm actually going to target... This is your Devastator squad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to target them. Didn't move, so I'm hitting on 4s. Mining lasers, 1 hit. Strength 9, so winning on 2s. That's good. It's minus 3 AP, so your 3-up armor becomes a 5-up because you have +1 from cover as well, so 1 guy just dies. So you're taking the sergeant away?
Yes.
Obviously. I'll fire the twin autocannon and the heavy stubber into the same group as well from the truck. Twin autocannon, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 7, so winning on 3s. 2 wounds. It's -1, so you're back up to a 3-up save. 2 of your Devastators. Good, 1 more dies. Handy.
Missile launcher.
And the heavy stubber hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. That one you get your full 2-up save as you are in cover, so you get +1. Oh, jeez. So 1 more dies.
And take a last cannon.
So keep a last cannon and a missile launcher. And the squad inside of this truck will fire everything at this small tactical squad. They can't see the Devastators, so we're not going to fire there. Start with the 2 heavy seismic cannons. At this range, they're 4 shots each. Strength 4 -1. So hitting on 5s because I moved. So we've got 2 hits. 4s to wound. 1 wound. It's -1, so you've got a 2-up or 3-up
Right.
save. We've got 7 last guns in there, hitting on 4s. Strength 3, so 5s to wound against your toughness 4. 1 wound, and it's no AP, so you get your 2-up save because of cover. Oh, wow. And then the truck will fire everything at them as well. Twin autocannons, so 4 shots hitting on 4s. No, sorry, 5s, because I moved, so that's 2 hits. Strength 7, so 3s to wound against toughness 4. 1 wound, and it's at -1, so you're back up to a 3-up save. You're good. 5s, because it's heavy. Wounding on 4s. Nothing. He is in range to fire his flamer, but I'm not going to, because I'm afraid you'll kill the front guys and make this charge harder, which would really suck. And we might as well fire the 3 pistols into your Vindicator. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits, so then wounding on 6s. Hey, we got a wound! 3-up armor. You're saved. Into the charge phase. First, I'm going to declare a charge. Yeah, Genestealers first will declare a charge against your tactical squad. You cannot overwatch because you're a mass hypnosist. My charge range will be 7. That'll get me in for sure. Gonna leave a little bit of space though.
Gobble, gobble.
Yep, here we come. Here we come to save the day. Hopefully these 5 guys can make up for their 7 dead brethren. Primus will try to charge in. He needs 6 inches, and he got 9. So he's in as well. We'll stop right back here. On this side, the squad of acolytes will declare a charge against the Vindicator, who can overwatch. The Demolisher Cannon. 3. Just to point out, normally it's D3, but if there's at least 5 models in the squad, it becomes D6. That's why he's rolling D6. So 6 is to hit. Okay.
Nothing.
Charge range is 4. That's not in, so I'm using a command point to reroll.
1. Oh.
There we go. So 9 inches is really good. That gets me all the way to here. First off, I'm going to stop you from even checking this objective, which might actually end up working in your favor, I'm not sure. But second off, if I do somehow manage... Actually, I'm going to charge him over here. That way I can pile in and tie up your Razorback. Primus will declare a charge as well. A little harder, but... Yeah, that's a failed charge. Should have left 1 guy back within 6 inches to get his +1 to the hit rolls, but it is what it is. Into the fight phase, I'm going to start with the... Actually, I'm not quite sure what I want to start with. I think I want to start actually with the Primus going first. And so he's actually pretty happy where he is. And so I'm just going to fight. I'm going to use his toxin injectors to fight. Got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Nice! 2 1s. That's what I like to see. And these are wounding on 2s because of their toxin. And if I roll any 6s, they go from -1 AP to -4. Hey, alright. So 1 just dies because -4 you don't get to save. And the other one is -1 AP, so you get a 4-up armor save. 1 more dies. I'll then consolidate up to here. Like so. Did you want to spend 2 command points to interrupt me?
No,
Right.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. In that case, I'll do the Genestealer. Genestealers next. We'll pile in over to here. As long as I end up closer to the model I was closest to, then we're good. Like so. Got 15 attacks between the 5 of them, hitting on 2s thanks to the Primus nearby. I'm going to use their Rending Claws, obviously. 4 1s. These are going to wound on 4s, but if I roll any 6s, they become AP -4. In other words, they straight up just kill a Marine, rather than -1. Ooh, only 1 6, but still lots of wounds. So we've got 1 6 and then 6 other wounds. So 4 up armor on the other 6. Oh, so 5 die in total. Your choice, which 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the one way back there. Okay, 5. And then I will consolidate. He's not in base contact with that one, so now he will be. But ending up over here. Now the problem is, you've got Defenders of Humanity, so you've got that objective even with me nearby. So I have no way to stop you from checking out that objective. But, I don't know, maybe that doesn't matter too much. Not quite sure. Hey, stop that, Primus. Get your sword off of me! Get your sword off of me! There we are. Lastly, we'll have this squad go. I'm actually going to have this guy pile in to the Razorback to tie it up. And the rest will pile in forward, get a little closer. This one will pile in forward too, getting a little closer to the Vindicator. And then we're going to put, basically we'll put all the attacks onto the Vindicator. Even though he piled in that way, he's within an inch of him, so they'll all get to attack. We'll start the 2 heavy rock saws. So these are 2 attacks each, so 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. They don't get the -1 to hit, but unfortunately they're not near the Primus to get the +1 either. So naturally I roll a 2, so I missed twice. Strength 8, first toughness 8, but you don't get a save because these are -4 and they do 2 damage apiece. So I need 4s. Ah, 2 damage total. Yeah, that was disappointing. Down to 9. Let's see if my Rending Claws can do any better. These 2. I'll do the 2 Cultist Knives first because they give you extra attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 6s, strength 4 versus toughness 8. Alright, it's AP nothing though, so you get a 3-up save. My goodness, are my knives going to do as much damage as the things specifically designed to kill vehicles? And then we'll do the Rending Claws of these 2, hitting on 3s. Once again, wounding on 6s, but 6s also is AP -4, so you won't get any saves against these. There we are, 1 more wound. Yeah, these guys did as much damage as the heavy rock cutters. That's kind of sad. The leader with his bone sword, he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, and then he's wounding on 6s as well, but they're -2 AP. Wow, I got lucky with the wound rolls at least. So they're -2, so your 3-up becomes 5-up. My goodness, I actually brought you down a damage level. After the rock cutters sucked, I did not think that was going to happen. That's all of my chargers, so you can fight back now. So these guys will go. You want to pile them in?
Yeah.
3 inches, and then they swing. So you got 4 attacks between the 3 of them, hitting on 4s because I'm giving you -1 to hit, which obviously mattered. You got, I didn't. And then you're wounding me on 4s. Oh, okay, just 1. 5-up invul. Come on, come on. All right, 1 more dies. Why not, right? Vindicator now that's damaged only has D3 attacks, so it still has 3. Hitting on 6s, 1 hit, and it's strength 6, so it actually wounds on 2s. I'm only toughness 3, but I get my 5-up save. Watch out. Well, you're dying.
Squish.
We got our morale phase now. Genestealers are leadership 9. I lost 8 of them. I need to roll a 1. 2. Okay, I lose 1. I can live with that. So 1 runs away for some reason. He's like, nope, not worth it. The Acolytes here don't have to roll. They lost 1, but they're leadership 8. And so let's go to your guys. So you have your Tacticals who've lost 7. And their leadership 8 with him.
So I need...
You need a 1.
1.
No? Would you like to re-roll it? Because you have, and they shall know no fear. Got a 2 and 3 chance of not doing any worse.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. Whoa! Okay. So they all ran away.
Rip.
Right? Yeah, that's 13, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah.
Sunday.
First, but I just realized now that that 4 actually made all 3 of them run away too.
Yeah.
So it was a definite yes for the running away, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like it matters that these guys left it in the open because you could have just fallen back anyways. So like these guys are in trouble as it is. You got your Devastator squad, which lost 3. And they don't have a Sarge, only leadership 7. So 5 or 6 will lose more. Okay, reroll. They shall no fear.
Golly.
Ah! They both ran away. Somehow I've salvaged something out of half my army. Ended up on the other side of the board, and the other half just getting shot from Overwatch. But you are down a couple command points, so I guess that's a good thing too. And your Vindicator actually got. I can't believe I'm totally floored by the fact that that thing is like that. But you know, I think these 2 things are going to be able to deal out plenty of pain on their own. Start of your turn, we check to see what these objectives are, but we don't because you do not currently control them. This one I control, and this one I control.
This is only going to go 20 inches. It's gonna be about right here. And we'll just...
So let's back that up a second. So you're actually switching over to hover mode.
Yeah,
that's
so
an important
that I can go
distinction.
20 inches so that I can.
What's the minimum if you're not in hover? Is it still 20?
20 is the maximum.
But then you won't be able to get to where you wanted to, because then this guy would get in your way. So by going into hover mode, you can go 20 inches in any direction essentially. Because when he's airborne, the airborne rule means that he has to pivot 90 degrees or up to 90 degrees and then go in a straight line. But right now he just treats himself as just any other vehicle with fly. 2?
He's not. He's gonna just pivot 45 and fly right there.
Yeah, we don't have to measure that because he goes what, 20 to 40?
20 to 40.
Or is it 20 to 50? Either way, that's definitely between 20 and 40.
All right, so my captain's then gonna come back and say hi.
Does he want to embark on the vehicle?
He does not.
Oh, come on, get in the vehicle.
He's gonna come and shoot.
I know what he's gonna do.
And these tactical marines are gonna disembark out of the Razorback right about there.
So there's your disembark. Do they want to move at all?
They do not.
They're happy where they are.
They are.
You gonna fall back at all with either of these vehicles?
This Razorback's gonna fall back right there.
Vindicator?
Vindicator is actually also. Do they have pistols that they can overwatch with?
Oh, they can't overwatch with pistols if they're locked in combat.
Well, no. If I fall back with the Vindicator, they could.
Oh yeah. We got what? 2 auto pistols. Are you worried about 2 strength 3 shots in Overwatch?
Well, with the way that they wounded the Vindicator, you never know.
I know, right? Yeah. They're gonna
All
kill
right,
2 Marines when they charge in.
Vindicator's gonna fall back and go. Well, actually, the hole's in there. So,
Just want to head over that way.
yeah.
You're good. Shooting phase. What's the Storm Talon going to target? Declare all your weapons.
The Storm Talon's going to use this Typhoon missile launcher on your Scout Sentinel, and then the Twin Assault Cannon's going to go into those Genestealers.
Those are aberrants, man.
Those aberrants.
Aberrants. Those big chunky Genestealers. So Typhoon missile launcher first. You're going to do the crack profile.
At the Scout.
Oh, sorry. We're firing at this. I'm getting this all mixed up. At the Scout Sentinel. So you are hitting on now.
twos.
Do you hit on 2s because you've got the rule that
Strafing
says
run.
strafing run that you get +1 anything without fly, right?
Yep.
3s to wound. It's toughness 5. 1 wound.
1 wound.
It is -2. So my 4-up armor becomes a 6-up. Oh, there's another 6. Wow. So twin assault cannons into the aberrants, hitting on 2s. We got 12 shots, all hits, not a single one. Strength 6, toughness 4, so we're looking at 3s to wound. Nice. Jeez, that was good. It's -1 to their 5-up armor, so we get 6-up armor. Just so you know, these guys actually reduce the damage of weapons by 1, but to a minimum of 1. So you hit them with like crack and stuff like that, then it's still harder to kill them. They're 2 wounds apiece. So 6-up saves though, they're probably mostly dead. Yeah, where's the 6s now, buddy? So this guy will take a wound, and the other 3 are dead, just like that. Storm Raven, what a gunship.
So it's going to fire both of its Hurricane Bolters at the Storm Scout Sentinel. It's going to fire its Twin Multi-Melta at the vehicle here. And then its Twin Assault Cannon's going to go into the Magi.
No, you can't target him. He's not the closest, and he's a character.
Okay.
So where's the Twin Assault Cannon going to
It's
go?
going to go into the vehicle as well.
Do you want to fire any of his one-use only missiles?
And then I'll fire 2 Storm Strike missiles at the Scout Sentinel.
Awesome. Start the 2 Storm Strike missiles, hitting on...
3s.
3s? He doesn't have the strafing run?
Nope.
Okay, well you hit anyways.
Yeah.
Strength 8, toughness 5, so 3s to wound. 1 wound again. Now he does have cover from that, I think. Can you check to see if he's 50% covered? And you be the judge of it. I will accept your judgment.
He is.
He is, okay. In which case his 4+ becomes a 3+, so that becomes a 6+ with your -3. There we are. So 3 damage straight up. He's down to 3. And he starts with 6, so he's down to 3. Hurricane bolters into the other Scout Sentinel. We got 24 shots hitting on 3s. Hoo-wee mama, that's a lot of shots. Well, there's lots of 1s and 2s in there.
Alright.
He's strength 4, toughness 5, so looking at 5s to wound. Not bad. 5 wounds. There we go. 4 out of 6 of his wounds are down. He's down to 2. Got our twin multi-meltas into the Goliath truck, hitting on 3s. 1 hit only.
I'm going to use a command point to reroll that.
You'd like to reroll that? You'd like to take that down? Oh! Strength 8, so 3s to wound. The truck, it does wound it. I don't get a save. It's -4,
Alright.
so it does D6. Hold on, roll 2 dice. Ah, never mind. I was going to say, you're in half the range, so you roll 2 dice and take your best one, so 6 damage. We've got rugged construction. I ignore wounds on a 6+. Oh! Oh no! Okay, I will never complain again about a bad cult ambush roll. He's down to 7. You still have your twin assault cannon to try to finish it off. 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Those are 2 5s down there. Strength 6 versus toughness 6, so 4s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds. The 4 up becomes a 5 up because they're minus 1 AP. Don't save either of them, so and I ignore them on sixes. There's another one. Jeez, down to 6. We got 4 guys here, one with the missile launcher. Gonna try to hurt this sentinel. 3 rapid fire bolters, so 6 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 5. The other one's on the floor. Okay, 3 hits. 5s to wound. Well, okay. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. Nice. Minus 2 AP, so I get a 6 up save. All right, I got through it. It does D6 damage. 4. Well, still 4 out of a 6. Yeah. Down to 2. And these 2 squads are left. What would you like to do with them?
I'm gonna have my captain fire a Stormbolter into these guys.
So Stormbolter. So that's it'll be 4 shots. It's rapid fire 2. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, because he's a captain. No, he's not. 3s to wound. Now his Storm of Fire rule works on himself too, right?
Yep.
So these are actually AP minus 1. So 1 wounds, I only get a 6 up save instead of 5 up. 4. Didn't matter, but still, I'll kill this guy. And lastly, this small tactical squad.
They're actually going to just shoot their 2 combi melta and the melta gun at these guys.
And what are they going to do with the bolters? You got to declare everything.
They're not going to shoot.
You don't want to shoot at them?
No, I want to kill them in assault. Just
You don't-
to feel good about my life.
You don't want to shoot at the Genestealers then?
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could still shoot.
Yeah, you can split
Oh.
everything you want.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, do I have range to shoot?
So you're changing your mind?
I am. I'm going to go with shooting everything at the Genestealers here.
Are you going to use Combi Melta or just the bolter part of the Combi Melta?
I'm just going to use the bolter part.
Yeah, it's easier that way. Hitting on 3s with the bolters.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because the captain is nearby to inspire you. Strength 4. You are technically AP minus 1, but my 5 up invuln doesn't care. So we got 2 wounds with the 4s. Need a lieutenant. Let
Yeah.
you reroll those 1s. 5 up invulns. Nope. And no. And the melta gun hit on a 3, wounding on a 2. Nope. Charge phase. What would you like to do first?
My captain's going to charge
Okay,
here.
so I'll start there. I will overwatch him.
Actually, you know what? We're going to have the tactical marines charge into them, and the captain's going to try and charge this Genestealer.
We don't have to declare them all yet.
Okay.
You just have to you have to declare 1, and we'll complete that. So you want them to charge first?
Yes. Sorry, I'm thinking.
I'm going to throw a non-demolition charge, blasting charge, just a frag grenade. So D6 shots, so that's 6 shots. I'll lump in the auto pistol with these shots too, so I'll have 7 because it's the same profile. 6 is to hit, 1 hit, 5 is to wound. No. Distance. 5. Well, you're
There.
definitely in.
Yeah.
How would you like to go in? Boom. Completed charge. Well, the objective is yours now. I hope you're happy.
Just Genestealer.
Okay, see how far you go. 6. That's not going to be enough. I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, definitely a miss. So that's it for your charging, unless the Storm Raven wants to charge.
No.
It technically can.
I think it's good.
You're good? All right, because this one can't, because it's airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne can't charge. It can only be charged with those that fly. So we go into the fight phase, and you get to go first. Sergeant with the power sword, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and he's strength 4, so 3s. We'll just straight up kill one guy, because power swords are awesome. You know what? I'm going to have that kill the sergeant, because I think I'm going to die. My lash whip, I actually get to fight back with that guy, but after you're done everything. So he's dead, but I leave him there until the end, and he gets to fight back.
Alright.
Yeah, because since he gets to attack anyways, I'd rather try to keep these guys alive to try to cut open that wonderful armor of yours. 3s to hit, reroll 1s. Should be able to get 1 or 2 more. There you go. And then 3 plus to wound. 1 wound. I got a 5 up armor save, because your Storm of Fire only works in the shooting phase. Oh, I lost one of these. That's a big deal. That's 2 strength 8 minus 4 attacks coming your way, or less coming your way. That's all your chargers. So now I get to nominate a unit, which will be this one. Well, you would get to nominate a unit, but there is nothing else. So I'll start with my little rock saw guy. He's got 2 attacks hitting on 3s. There we go. Strength 8. So 2s to wound, and you'll get no saves. There we go. So that's why if another one was alive, you could have another 1 or 2 dead.
Yeah.
Bone sword wielding acolyte leader, hitting you on 3s. So 3 hits, wounding on 4. It's strength 4, but it's minus 2 AP. 1 wound, so you get a 5 up save. Wow, killed 3. Now he automatically dies at the end of that. Morale phase, I've lost 2 guys. Actually, no, you go first. You lost 3 guys, and your leadership is 8. So you could fail it on a 6, which you don't. This one aberrant is lonely. What is the loneliest number? I lost 3 guys and he's leadership 7. So 5 or 6. Oh! Alright. He's going to hang out with the Magus for a little longer. This guy might get out of there, though. What did I lose?
3.
3? Because I lost 4. I didn't lose one to the
shooting phase.
Lost 1 in the shooting phase.
And then I killed 2 missiles.
But where did the other one lose? Oh, you ran him over with your Vindicator last turn. Yeah, I lost 3. You're right. Leadership 8. So as long as I don't roll a 6, I'm good. Ha! He's like, nah, sir, I'm out. Doesn't matter anyways. He's leadership 7, so 5+ he would have run. My bad. So that's the end of your turn. You did way less damage than I thought you would. I was actually thinking you're going to come up and that at least a couple Sentinels would be gone, the truck would be gone, the Aberrants would be gone, these would all be gone. I forgot. I was like, oh, this guy will be dead too. But I forgot that as long as you had anything closer to you, you'd have to deal with it first. But some lucky rolling on my end kept me a lot more alive than I thought I'd be. So we'll see what happens. Still have a lot of guys stuck back here, but maybe I'll get lucky and this will be the objective. Well, at least be able to. We're going to uncover 2 of the 4 remaining objectives at the start of my next turn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Yeah, I own 2. You own 1, and that one's nobody's owning. So I'm banking on the fact that these will be revealed to not be 6s, so that I can have the one on the back, and that'll give me some saving grace for having most of my army back here. We'll see. First things first, let's discover which objectives are not the thing. I'm scared to roll either of them. But if there's one that I wanted to be more, it would be that one. So how does the math work? Does that mean I should roll that one first? Or second? You know what? I'm going to roll first. Oh, I don't want it to be this one. What am I talking about? It's full of... Oh, whatever. Just roll. Oh, okay. I'm partly relieved and partly confused as to whether I should be relieved. Nope, it's not that one. So we're down to 2. So if it's not the one that you're on, it'll be this one back here. A part of me wants to be the one to roll for that one, because then I could use a command point to re-roll 6s. So we're going to try to kill them. Here comes the Primus.
And blue.
And the sneaky Primus that you didn't notice. You did, but you couldn't shoot him. I'll have this Sentinel move over here. Yeah, this Magus is pretty useless right now. But I got to be careful. He's just gonna kind of wander over here a bit with his familiars. Genestealers will advance. 1 inch. Come on, guys. I know it's disappointing to show up on the wrong side of the battlefield, but just double time it up there, will ya? And the Patriarch will advance. That's more like it, 14 inches. Got to be careful with him, though, because if he's the closest, you can shoot him. So I'm going to advance the Sentinel, who's 11 inches total. So he'll end up closer. This squad will advance 5. I'm just going to use that to kind of not get within 3 inches of this objective, but get them all in cover. So you know what their job is. Except this will probably disappear when the other one's revealed. Magus is going to advance just an inch. Okay, I'll just go back a bit then, right to about here. Aberrant will advance 2. They're faster than you expect. They're actually 6-inch move, so they move them to here. Scout Sentinel will move to here. Basically what I'm trying to avoid is you being able to get him to be your closest target with this Storm Talon. Scout Sentinel will move up a little bit so you can see through that window at the Vindicator. Have a couple options. I'm going to do Mass Hypnosis on your Storm Talon. All the other stuff that it does doesn't really matter. It gives him -1 to his hit rolls, so that can help. So Warp Charge 7. Got it. Oh, I should have smited, of course. And this Magus will attempt to cast Smite, which will hit the Storm Raven. 5+. We're really looking for the 11+. No, 7. So we're looking at D3 mortal wounds. 2. I'll take it. Hey, that's a start. He's down to 12 as his 14 wounds. Patriarch knows Mass Hypnosis, which is only 12 inches, and Smite's not in range. Shooting phase, I'm going to fire Heavy Flamer at the Flyer, which auto-hits because physics. D6 auto-hits. 2. And a 6, so 5's to wound. Nothing. I'm going to fire both of these needle pistols into your tactical squad. They hit on 3s, and they wound anything but vehicles on a 2. Everything else, they're strength 1, so they wound on a 6, obviously. And 2 wounds. No AP, though. No AP, so 3+ saves. Okay, fine. I guess you are Space Marines. If anything, you should resist toxins. Now we're going to try to take down a Storm Raven. This is not going to be easy. It is actually going to be kind of hard, but it is totally worth it if I can pull it off, because you right now have 5 Terminators in there with Lysander, or whatever his iron... Knights. Why can't I remember the second part? We'll actually say he's some sort of named character from Iron Knights, just happens to have the same profile. Start with I'm going to fire everything from the squad inside of the truck into that, because the last guns... Well, I guess... No, I want to take every wound I can off of it. So the seismic cannon, the heavy seismic cannon, has a different profile at 12 inches. Well, I can choose which one I use at 12 inches. It can be 2 shots that are strength 8 minus 2, 3 damage, I think, which is what I'm going to do. So we've got 4 shots. When I say I think, it's the damage and AP. But it's damage 3 for sure, it's the AP. I'll look that up if I actually get through. So we're looking at first 4s to hit. It did not move. Ugh. Only 2 hits. Average. What's up with that? Strength 8 versus toughness 7, so 3s to wound. Not liking where this is going. It's minus 2 AP, so you got 5 up save. Oh, I needed that. That's 3 damage that you just shrugged off. Now I will do some damage with last guns. Rapid firing last guns and a last pistol hitting on 4s. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing minus 1 to hit, it's because he is in hover mode, so he is no longer hard to hit. He's 6s to wound, strength 3, toughness 7, 1, 3 up save. Oh, I knew it. Down to 11. Now the vehicle will fire everything at it. We'll start with the twin autocannons hitting on 4s. Ugh. Well, then the heavy stubber will do it, because where the heavy thing can't do it, the light thing can. 4s to hit, 5s to wound. No. Well, let's try again. I do have 2 heavy mining lasers, which are essentially last cannons. They're just on, what's the skill, 4+, and they're going to fire next. 4s to hit with the heavy mining lasers. I am command pointing one of those. There we go. 3s to wound. There we go. It's minus 3 AP, so you get a 6 up save. I don't want to look. No, it's 2, okay. So D6 damage. Whoa, there we go. It's down to 6. Yeah, that partially damages your ship, because you had to get down to 7 for that. Last guns are not in rapid fire. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 6s. Naturally, there's 1, and you got a 3 up save, which naturally is a save, of course. That's what I meant.
Where was that save earlier? Dang it.
Now the truck will fire at it. Autocannon can do a lot of damage. 4s to hit. Okay.
No.
4s to wound. Okay. You got 4 up save, but they're 2 damage apiece. Yeah. Oh. All right, heavy stubber. Do me proud. 1 hit. Win on a 5. Nah. This heavy flamer is going to fire at the Storm Raven. D6 auto hits. Big money, big money. Oh, 1. 5s to wound. No. Okay, well, screw it then. He's not firing at him. He's going to fire at this tactical squad. Camera just... Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s to wound. It's minus 1, so it just ignores your cover, basically. So 3 up saves.
Good.
Right, you're good. Charge phase. I'm going to have the Primus declare charge first against your 2 guys, so you can overwatch.
They're both going to use Meltas.
Well, you might as well.
Yeah.
Because you can also use your combi part of the Melta. And the minus 1 6s to hit. No. And then you got your bolter. So 2 dice again. 6s to hit. There's 1 hit winning on 3s. No. Charging 8 inches. I'm going to have him charge over here to stay just as far away from these guys as he can. This Primus is going to declare a multi-charge into this squad and into your Warlord, so the Warlord can overwatch. Storm Bolter hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s, so 3 1s. So you can get 1 or 2 6s here. 1, 2. 3s to wound. And it's AP minus 1 because of your Storm of Fire, so I got a 6 up save instead of 5 up. Oh, saved. How quaint. Charging, 8 inches. You know what, I'm not going to take advantage of that multi-charge. Even though I could go here and be with both of them, what I want to do is I'm going to go here. This Genestealer will multi-charge both the squads, though. And he'll obviously make it 10 inches. Middle, be within an inch of both of them. That's all of my overwatches, so I'd like to start with the Primus in the fight phase, and he's going to pile in like so, and engage the Vindicator, and then strike your captain. So Toxin Injectors, hitting on 2s. 3 hits. Winning on 2s, 6s are AP minus 4. Yeah, 1. It's minus 1 AP, so you got a 3 up save instead of 2 up. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So he's down to 4 wounds. Did you want to spend 2 command points to interrupt me and go next?
I would.
You would? With whom?
I'm going to use it on the Tactical Marines to go onto your...
So you can pile in, however you like. And they're both going to attack him.
They are. This way.
And?
And the Power Sword's going to go on him, and then his attack's going to go on the Genestealer.
Stack the Genestealer first. You got 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s, and then 4s to wound. No. 2 attacks against the Primus, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 3s. No! Genestealer is going to attack the Tacticals. The idea here is to kill them so that he can pile into your Razorback. 3 attacks from the Genestealer, hitting on 2s because the Primus is nearby. Oh. Using my Rending Claws, so I don't get to reroll those 1s. So we're looking at Strength 4, so 4 is to wound, but the 6s are AP minus 4. So only 1 wound, AP minus 1, so 4 up save. Oh, okay. Still managed to kill 1. Just like that. And I won't consolidate, because I want to stay within 3 inches of that. Although right now, you still control it because you have Defenders of Humanity. But let's see if we can fix that with the Primus. Uses Toxin Injectors, hitting on 2s. No, no! Come on, give me a 6. 2s will wound you, but 6s will just straight up kill you at AP minus 4. So 2 wounds, that's minus 1 armor, so you get 4 up armor saves, and... Oh, we got him, we got him. Consolidate like so, and somehow, this guy being right there, they're like, shoot! Now we can't fire our laser beams. But because I got close, the Vindicator and the Razorback can hit back, so do you care which order you do them in?
I'll do the Vindicator first, I guess.
Okay. He has D3 attacks because he is damaged. So 1 attack hitting on a 6. No. Razorback has 3 attacks against the Primus, hitting on 6s. No. Then you have your captain. Who'd he like to attack? He can split his attacks if he likes. But I do have a few wounds to get through with the Primus.
Yeah. I'm going to try and put them all on the Primus, actually.
Where are you putting your attacks?
I'm going to put them on the Genestealer to hopefully get him off of the objective there.
Yeah, that's important, right?
Yeah.
So you're hitting on 2s.
Rerolling the 1s.
Rerolling 1s, because you're a captain. You wound him on 4s. Oh, just
God.
1! 5 up invuln. Never has a 5 up been so terrifying to both players.
No.
Command point.
No. No.
Oh, we got it! We got it! Whew! Well, that was my turn. Didn't do too poorly. I killed your tactical squad, tied up both your vehicles and your captain, injured your Storm Raven, which I think is good. I got him down to 6 out of his 14 wounds, and prevented you from revealing this objective. And the reason I really want me to be the one to reveal it is so that I can re-roll if I roll a 6, so that it can end up being that. Now, by no means do I have this objective, because all he has to do is kill this Genestealer, which won't be too hard because his captain can just try it again. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens as we go into Iron Knights. Haha! Turn 2. We don't have any objectives for you to discover, so the first thing you're doing is disembarking out of the Storm Raven before it dies. You gotta stay within 3 inches of the base and more than an inch away from my guys. You've disembarked, ready to partay. You're gonna go back in the air with your flyer?
Yes,
the Storm Raven. So at this damage profile, he can move 20 to 30, and he has to go in a straight line.
He's going to just go in a straight line to pretty much right there.
Yeah, and that's 20 inches, so we're good. Then where are you going?
I'm gonna go 5 this way. We're gonna say hi. And Lysander's just gonna shimmy a little bit this way.
Now, I want to point out, people have already pointed this in the rules, but we got it wrong. When this Storm Talon moved and we were hitting on 2s because of his strafe run given +1s, we forgot the -1 from his heavy weapons as well. So he's got to keep that in mind. Also, he's a 20 to 50 inch move, not 20 to 40 at his full profile. And where's he going?
He's just gonna pivot 45 and fly.
Oh, won't be able to go there. There's a guy right next to where you are. Do you want to go past him then? Or you just want to find that spot?
I'm gonna just find that spot.
Just face his butt back where you're coming from. And your vehicles?
The Razorback's going to fall back. And the Vindicator's just going to move forward a little bit.
Fall forward?
Fall forward, yeah.
There.
That sounds encouraging, right? That's what the Captain's there for.
Yeah, fall forward.
Fall forward.
Captain's going to fall back too? Ooh. Shooting phase.
Those bolters, there's 3, well, 2 that can see.
Only 2 that can see.
They're going to try and kill the Genestealer.
And what are the other two guys going to do?
The missile launcher and the bolter down here are going to shoot at the Scout Sentinel.
Yes, they can see him.
So 2 shots at him, not in rapid fire, hitting on 3s. Ooh, 4s to hit, or 4s to wound. Arrgh. I'm going to have to burn another command point on this. 5 up invuln. Yeah, command point. He's gotta stay alive.
Die.
I need that thing to not be the objective.
Die.
What is
No!
it? Oh, I made it! Down to 4 command points in my end, though. Put the bolter into the Scout Sentinel. 3s to hit. And 5s to wound. With a 4-up armor save. Alright, whatever. If the Genestealer stays alive, this guy could die. Crack missile! Unless you want to do frag missile to finish him off, because we only got 1 wound left.
Crack.
Crack it is. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. And it's -2. 6 up save, or he's dead. He's dead. It doesn't matter if he explodes. There's nobody nearby.
Yay.
Storm Raven's up next.
Storm Raven is going to fire both Hurricane Bolters at this Scout Sentinel right here. Then it is going to actually use one of its Storm Strike missiles on it as well.
You don't
just
think
as
it'll
backup.
And then?
And then it's going to use its other Storm Strike missile on this Scout Sentinel here. And then the twin multi-melta and the is going to go into the Scout Sentinel, but the twin assault cannon is going to go into your Warlord.
You can't target him. He's not the closest.
Yeah.
You could target them, or you could target the vehicle.
I
or
will target actually this
that
Goliath.
vehicle. Okay. Do the missile first. It could save us a lot of rolls. So you're looking at you moved.
So
3's going to miss.
4, yeah.
But you're 4+ right now because you're damaged.
Yeah.
So you're actually a 5 to hit. That's right. You have Power of the Machine Spirit. You don't
Yeah.
get the -1 for the heavy weapon. Still a miss on a 3.
Yeah.
24 Hurricane Bolter shots hitting on 4s. Looking at 5s to wound. You got to get through 3 wounds here. Hey, 1 wound with a 4-up save. Okay, you got it. It's down to 2.
The last Storm Strike missile into the Scout Sentinel.
4s to hit. Ah, no re-rolling.
And multi-melta into the Scout Sentinel. 4s.
1 hit and 3s to wound. Oh, come on! Then the twin assault cannon into the other Goliath truck, because you're sure that your Thunderhammers will finish off the 1, which I think is a safe bet. 4s to hit. Ooh,
a little better.
Solid. 4s to wound. I am toughness 6, so that's 4 wounds. -1 to its 4-up save, so it gets a 5-up. And then it ignores wounds on a 6+ with its rugged construction. Nope, 3 wounds. Down to 7. He's at -1 hit rolls right now. And he's -1 because he moved with the heavy weapons. We will remember that in this time. So he's hitting everything on 4s now, essentially.
And then Strafing Run brings him down.
Well, that's what I mean. The Strafing Runs brings it back to 4s. 3 to 4 to 5 to 4.
Alright, so he's going to do the Twin Assault Cannon into the Genestealers.
Good choice.
And then the Typhoon Missile Launcher into the Scout Sentinel.
Oh, you're spreading out your shots again. Okay. The 2 crack missiles into the Sentinel. Hitting on 4s now. And then wounding on 3s. No, dude, it's so bad. And the assault cannons. This is the one I don't want you to do well with. No offense. 4s. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. 4 hits. What's going on? And I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. And then your rolls started, and I'm like, oh. So 2 wounds, 5 up invuln. Okay, I'm not command pointing those, obviously.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. We're good. We're good. Yep. Charge phase.
The Terminators are going to charge the Goliath, and then...
So hold on, just one at a time.
Go from there.
Now, you have a bit of a problem. That Lysander's in your way. So would you like to charge him first? So you can because right now they won't be able to charge in because you won't be able to stay coherency.
We'll charge Lysander first into the Scout Sentinel.
Okay, so Overwatch for the Flamer. D6 auto hits from the Heavy Flamer on Overwatch. We've got 2 auto hits wounding the Lysander on 3s. No, nothing. There you go, 6 inches. Yeah, you can use that to wrap them around. Now they can declare the charge. I'll Overwatch. I cannot Overwatch with the guys inside, regardless of the fact that it's open top, because I know somebody's going to write that in the comments. And the answer to that is no, that is from 7th edition. Twin autocannon from the Goliath, hitting on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound. 3 up invuln, or it kills the Terminator. It's 2 damage. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And the heavy stubber hits on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on a 4. Nothing. Charge range. You're good. 10 inches. Go on in. Come on in. I'm sure you can finish 6 more wounds left. Right? Yeah.
And I'm going to try and leave him that way so I can stay within the 6-inch bubble.
You might want to redo that then, because he's definitely more than 6 inches. It'd be more like that and that. As long as you keep him within an inch of him, who's an inch of that, then you'll still be able to fight.
Yeah.
So there, now you're good. Fight phase. You want to do Lysander first?
Yes, I would.
Lysander has 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, and he's Fist of Dorn, which is a special thunder hammer that has a fist on it, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Strength 10. 3, so it's 2s to wound. Yeah, that does it. We don't even have to roll saves or anything because it's what, -3?
-3, 3
So I don't get my
damage.
4 up, and it does 3 damage apiece. So you just did 12 damage to my Sentinel. Blows up on a 6 though. He'll take a mortal wound. No.
Okay.
Well, that one's gone. Do they want to clobber a truck? I can just
They
picture
do.
them all around the truck, just like juke, 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 juke. You got 2 attacks each. Sergeant has 3. You're forced to hit though, -1 because of thunder hammers. You get to reroll 1s. Reroll that one, period. Reroll 1s because Lysander is watching. Lysander's watching. That's much better. So these are 3s to wound, and yeah, you got him. You just did 15 wounds.
Yep.
I had 6 left. On a 6, I explode.
Don't explode.
Nope.
Okay.
And now I disembark and take some damage. So I place these guys within 3 inches. I was very careful. I used this awesome widget from Hammerhead Games 40K, which gives you the 1 inch, 2 inch, and ½ inch and 3 inch things to make sure they're all within 3 inches, because I want to stay away from his consolidation so they can still fire. And technically I got to see how many die before I remove the vehicle. 10 guys came out, so I roll 10 dice. For every 1 that I roll, I remove anybody that I want. So according to the rules, I can remove 2 of your Terminators, because I just said anybody I wanted.
Yeah.
But really, I'll just kill these 2. I'll be nice. Would you like to consolidate? I carefully place them so I'm a little more than 4 inches away. So
would.
when he consolidates, he will not be able to tie them up, which is very important. As you can see why. I do not want to be stuck in combat with them! Even though I guess I would be able to swing back, but yeah, no thanks.
And I'd like to consolidate Lysander as well.
Oh yeah, you forgot to do that.
Narnia.
Hooey! Alright, so we have a morale phase. I lost 2 guys from there, but we're leadership 8, so we're okay. I lost 2 guys from the Genestealers, but they're leadership 9, so they are okay. And I don't have any other morale checks other than that. You lost 1 guy from your Terminators, but they're leadership 8 or 9, so they're fine. They're 9 with their sergeant. And he gives them +1 as well, so
Yeah.
they're fine. So that's it for that turn. So you came in, killed a Goliath truck, killed a couple Genestealers. That wasn't that great a turn.
No, I'll probably rip Stormraven this turn.
Yeah, you killed 2 Sentinels though. That's nice because they have been annoying. I know that they're not like ridiculously powerful, but they kind of tromp around and just firing their heavy flamers and gumming up your lines. But we're going to the start of the 3rd turn. The comet has arrived. Shh, where is it going? This is actually a pretty big deal because most likely because of that, this is going to be the objective, because I am going to use a command point if I roll a 6. So it's only a 1 in 36 chance that this is the objective. So it's a 35 and 30. I'm going to screw myself over. I'm going to roll 6 twice, aren't I? So the second objective will land. I'm going to roll a die. Actually, it actually matters who rolls a die. At the start of the 3rd battle round, the players roll off. The winner rolls the die, because that can matter, because then you could use a command point to re-roll it. And you place it. So here's the card. So you can see how it works. So I'm just going to hold it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 will be in the middle. So we're going to roll off for who gets to roll. 5, 2. So I get to roll 4. No. That's over here. Command point, please. Only thing worse than a 4 would be a 5 or 6. Oh!
Yes!
Actually, that's slightly better, actually. So that is where the comet lands. Lysander's like, I'm going! Bam! And it lands. They're like, oh, it's right here! And now at the start of my turn, we see if this is the loot. On a 6. No, it's not, which means where all my guys landed it is. Okay, I guess I'm okay with all my guys showing up on this side of the board. Let's advance these Genestealers. Give me something. 9. See, that's where 9 brings me, so I'd feel much better about like an 11 or 12. So they're coming this way, skirting around this flyer for some reason. It's way up in the air, but they're like, we feel like we shouldn't be where it would be if it was on the ground. So they go this way. Scout Sentinel is actually going to fall back. Well, not fall back, just move back. The Patriarch will then advance 1 as well. I'm command pointing it. I need more than that. 4! Okay, that's better. I've only got 2 command points left. Ellis has 1. But I really feel that the Patriarch needs to be up there. And he can advance and charge, just so everybody knows. Genestealers could do that, just a reminder. Now these guys will move. We'll put a guy next to that objective. Try to place them in such a way that you can't easily place a flyer over here, but let's face it, if you want to, you are going to. I can move the Scout Sentinel kind of right here, trying to muck up the movement of that Stormraven wherever I can. This lone Aberrant's just going to drop down and hold onto this objective. My Magus will move up just to get into the line of sight of that Stormraven. Get ready to smite it. Primus will move. Genestealer. Yeah, you know what? Let's just deal with this back line. This Primus is not going to charge Razorback and get overwatched by a last cannon. Psychic Phase. He is going to try to mind control the Storm Raven. What mind control does is it's a warp charge 6, and if I do that, then I have to roll 3d6. If I equal or beat his leadership, I get to shoot with it. That's it. Just like that. Warp charge 6.
Don't get it.
5. Command point.
Get it? No.
9. But now I've wasted the command point for the second part, which is the 3d6. I gotta get 9 or higher. Oh, you're so lucky! Let's do Smite with this Magus. That'll hit the Storm Raven. 5+. We got it with a 9, so just D3 mortal wounds. 1, so it's down to 5. We gotta get down to 3 before it's even worse. This Magus is going to attempt to manifest Might from Beyond onto my Genestealers. It gives them +1 strength and +1 attack. If this is successful, because there's 10 of them, they will have 5 attacks each, which should be able to wreck anything they run into. Warp charge 7. I make it. New phase, Heavy Flamer into your Storm Talon, D6 auto hits, that's cocked. 1, wounds it on a 5. Yeah, it's -1, so it's a 4-up save. Yeah, you're fine. Pretty confident I can kill them with the charging 5 attacks each, strength 5 Genestealers. I don't have to worry about their rending because you have 3-up invulns anyways. It's a lot of attacks for you to make that many 3-ups against them. And if that fails, then well, he'll be able to help out. So I think I'm going to try to focus that Storm Raven down. Let's start with these guys in the back first. The guys inside will fire everything at the Storm Raven. He's up in the sky now, so he's -1 to hit, so my mining lasers hit on 5s. 1 hits, 3s to wound. Not using command points. I'm already down to 1 command point. I need to save that. Now the heroes of the game, the 7 last guns, hitting on 5s. Oh, 2 hits. Winning on 6s. Watch out. Boom, baby. Nothing. Not so sure. Because they're more than 12 inches away from the Storm Raven, I think. Well, let's try with them anyways. Let's see what happens. 2 heavy seismic cannons hitting on 5s. So 2 hits. Ooh, that -1 made a big difference. Strength 4, so 5s to wound. 1 wound. It's -1, but it's 2 damage, so 4+ save. Nah. 8 shots with the last gun, some in rapid fire, some not. Hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Wounded on 6s. Nothing. 2 Primuses into your captain. Hitting on 3s. They're poison, so 2+. But other than that, you got your 2-up save. There's no AP or anything. No damage. You're fine.
Yeah.
And then a Heavy Flamer auto-hitting your Storm Raven. D6 times. Ooh, 6 times. 5s to wound. Boo, just 1. Your 3-up is a 4-up because it's -1. Okay, got him down to 4. 1 wound away from crippling him even further. Charge phase. Genestealers declaring a charge against your Terminators who don't have any Overwatch. You're just going to look at me sternly. Charging. 8 inches we're in. 8 inches all the way up to there. We are going to maximize these, but leave some space for the Patriarch to come in and do his thing too. Patriarch will charge them too. Failed, but I think I'm not going to waste a command point to try to get him in. Over here, we'll have the Primus out front declare a charge into your Warlord who can Overwatch. Stormbolter hitting on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. Nothing. I'll come up to here, staying more than an inch away from the Vindicator. 7. I'm going to actually use that to wrap around. Right in. Now you're down to 1 command point, so I no longer have to worry about the order that I do these in, except for maybe placement of guys. So we're going to start over here, try to finish off your Warlord. I'll start with this Primus, because in the end if I kill him, then I can consolidate into the Vindicator, make you have that much less firepower. This Toxin Injectors, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 2s. 6s are -4 AP. So just -1, so you got 3-up armor. So no need to activate your 3-up invuln yet.
Yeah.
Because so far you're fine. So 2, he's down to 2 wounds. We'll have the Genestealer go next. Yeah. He'll have 3 attacks, hitting on 2s because the Primus is nearby. Wounding on 4s, 6s are AP -4. 1 wound at -1, so you got 3 up again. Good. And the last Primus for the win. 2s to hit. Oh, well, all right. Ah! All right, you got 2 3-up saves. You got 2 wounds left, so really you should stay alive, but who knows with dice? You're fine. And these Genestealers are going to pile in. I have to end up closer to this one, so I just measuring my 3 inches. He'll wrap around. He'll come over here. He'll end up over here. They're all going to be fighting. I just kind of thinking about some other positioning for later on, as you will see. So there's 10 of them. Genestealers have a rule that if there's at least 10 models in the group, they get 4 attacks instead of 3, but then they get +1 from the psychic power. So they have 30... No, 50... I can do math. 50 attacks. We'll do these 25 at a time. We got our first 25. They're hitting on 2s because the Patriarch is watching. 23 hits. I am opting for the Rending Claws. The 6s won't matter, but the -1 will make you have to use your 3-up invuln. So we're looking at 3s to wound because I'm strength 5 right now. Good start, good start. So this is your first batch. Remember, this is the first half. 3-up saves, 3-up invulns. Oh, 1, 2, 3, dead. Now can the other 25 finish off the last of the 4 Terminators? 2s to hit. Ooh, I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew it. 3s to wound? Okay. All right. You know what, though? You could totally survive this. That is 8 wounds on the other half. The first half killed 3 Terminators. Can the second half kill 1 more? 3-up saves. Oh, just barely. Whoo. Whoo. Now we're going to consolidate. And this is the nearest for this guy. This is where it gets tricky because, like, for these guys, he's the nearest. For these guys, he's the nearest. For these guys, I don't know. The idea here, though, is just to try to spread out as much as I can. Make life a little... This guy's actually nearest is Lysander. You know, I'm going to keep him back here. And I don't know if that looks good enough. That's all my charges. That's all I got, man. And your captain can fight back. Who's he attacking?
He's going to attack the Primarch.
The Primus? Which one?
Yeah,
There's 2 of them.
this Primus.
He could be a Primarch if you like. I'll go get Gilliman. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. And then 3s to wound, and I get no saves. So 3 wounds.
I'm taking out statues with my power swords.
So he's down to 2. So morale phase, there's nothing to roll because it killed all your Terminators. And everybody else here. Do you want to consolidate, by the way?
No,
You like being more than you like that far away? Okay, whatever you like. That's the end of my turn 3. Did not kill the Storm Reaver. That's a pretty big deal. Didn't get down to 3 either, so that's also a big deal. So it can still run around being annoying. Like the Razorback is finally free to fire, as is the Vindicator. That can actually make a big difference. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. There's 2 objectives now. There's one right there. And there's one way back here. This one's going to be really tough for you to get. The one in the middle is a little more defensible for you. But there are 10 Genestealers right there. But you do have a couple big gunships here that can start to really deal some damage. See what happens in Iron Knights, turn 3. Movement. You going to stay in the air?
I am. I'm actually going to go a little bit this way, pivot, and come right there.
Storm Raven will stay in the air too.
He's going to come.
He's limping along.
Right there.
But he should still be able to do some damage. He's got a lot of shots, even if he is going to be at -1 pretty much for all of them.
Lysander's going to go forward 5, right there.
Falling back with the captain.
Just go back a little bit here.
Shooting phase. What are your tactical marines shooting at?
So the bolters are going to rapid fire into this Genestealer, and the missile's going to go kind of hopefully a cross map shot into that Scout Sentinel.
Got it. I feel like we're setting up a trick shot.
Yeah. 360
basketball, yeah, 360 no scope. Basketball through the window, bouncing off the car into the hoop. Let's try to kill this Genestealer. This pesky Genestealer. Hitting on 3s.
Reroll. Ooh, nope.
Nope, he's not anywhere near. 4s to wound. And you don't have to worry about using command points at this point because I don't care to keep him alive anymore. Although I would like him to be alive. Just pointing that out, dice. Yeah, no, he's dead. Just like that. As undramatically as he entered, he exits.
Small victory.
And the missile over to the Scout Sentinel. Crack missile hitting on the 3. And then winning on the 3.
No.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so the Vindicator's gonna shoot at the truck.
That truck over there?
Yeah, the Goliath.
D3 shots.
D3.
It's only one model. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Hitting on 4s because he's injured. So you got 1 hit.
And
And a
he
1.
is within the captain.
That's right, the captain does let him reroll 1s because he's Imperial Fists
Yep.
and he fails. Strength 10, toughness 6, so 3s to wound. That's a wound. I don't get a save because it's, oh wait, it's AP minus 3? Well, let me double check, but I don't think it will. No, I don't have cover. So you've got a D6 damage. I got 6 left and does 1. Oh, I actually had 7 left, so he's down to 6. So I'll ignore that on the 6. Not.
If you do, that'll be sad.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. I'm like, oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Razorback. What's he firing at?
Twin last cannon into that Scout Sentinel right there.
Oh, first performance. Only hits once. 3s to wound. I'm not laughing at you. I'm sorry.
He's like, I don't know how to shoot this thing. I was just in assault. It's been
There was guys right next to me, guys.
All the people.
The Flyers can still do something.
All right.
I'm honestly not laughing at Ellis commenters. I'm not. I'm laughing at the absurdity of the situation.
Just the dice rolls.
The dice are just hilarious. Yeah. What's it doing?
Storm Raven's going to fire both of its Hurricane Bolters at the Genestealers, along with its Twin Assault Cannon.
You got a Melta. What is it going to do?
It's going to fire its Melta at the Scout Sentinel.
Got it.
Bolter.
Hurricane Bolter not in rapid fire range, so just 12 shots.
Hitting on 4s.
Yes, because he's damaged. Ignoring, well, in this case it's rapid fire, but he would be ignoring heavy weapons because of Machine Spirit. 4s to wound. Oh, my poor little Genestealers finally did something, and now they're getting shot down. 5 up invul? Come on. Alright, 4 die. Which 4? Does it matter? I guess the ones furthest from the objectives. Twin Assault Cannon, 12 more shots hitting on 4s.
4s. Not.
Wounding on 3s. Oh, it's still 4 wounds though. It's only a 5 up invul. Yeah, that's just as good. It's 4 more. Goodbye, Genestealers. 2 multi-meltas into the Sentinel, hitting on 4s. Oh, 3s to wound. Oh, and they do D6 damage apiece, but you get to roll 2d6 for each of them, take your best. So here's the first one. 3. 3. Well, that's all you need to do is 3 more. So you got him. Explodes on a 6, but there's nobody within 3 inches for it to matter, so he's gone. Storm Talon.
He's going to fire his Twin Assault Cannon at these guys.
Neophytes.
The Neophytes, and the Typhoon Missile Launcher at the Neophytes as well.
Okay. Frag missiles, 2 of them, D6 shots each. 8. Normally hitting on 3s, but +1 for strafing, but -1 for heavy.
So 3s still?
3s. So when I said normally hitting on 3s, I guess what I meant was hitting on 3s. 5 up armor. 2 die. Oh, well. And then the Twin Assault Cannons.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, 12 shots. Wounding on 2s. This will probably kill the rest of them. Well, maybe not. I might have 1 survive. 6 up save. Normally 5 up, but -1. Yeah, 5 die. So 1 stays alive. I don't think that's going to matter because they're going to run. So we'll keep the seismic cannon just in case. Oh, wait a second. That's 9 guys. Yeah, no, he's going to run. Yeah, so he's gone. So, ouch. Ouchity, ouch, ouch. Charge phase. Lysander?
Lysander's going to try and charge your Warlord.
He's not going to multi-charge the Genestealers?
He is not.
That's smart. Except it does give us... he'll be fine. All you need is a 5-inch charge on 2 dice!
Oh,
hey,
man.
yeah, you're fine. See, it wasn't even that hard. What were you worried about, man?
Hello.
Boom! So... this should be interesting. You should be able to kill him, but I have ways to pass off wounds. I got a couple familiars and I got a couple Genestealers nearby. But other than that, you should just beat the crap out of the Patriarch. Let's start out with how many hits and wounds you do. So 2s to hit.
2s to hit, re-rolling the 1s.
So your fist doesn't give you -1 to hit?
Nope.
I'll say it's okay. So 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. So it should be 4 hits. Okay.
Re-rolling the 1s.
Should be 4 hits. Oh, okay. That's my first saving grace. Your strength 10.
So
2s to wound? Let me double check if he's toughness 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Yeah, so only actually getting 3 hits will not kill him because I'll kill the familiars first. But still, 2s to wound. I am toughness 5. And so that's dead. Dead. And I will put it on him for a 5 up invul. No, so he takes 3 wounds. I'm actually contemplating trying to pass them off to the Genestealers. Basically, every time I lose a wound on one of my characters, on a 4+, that I can kill an entire model instead of losing that wound. So no matter how many wounds the model has, like it could be aberrants, doesn't matter. So it's not that they suffer a mortal wound, it actually slays a model. So I could try to use those 2 Genestealers who are most likely going to run away, unless I roll a 1 or a 2 in the morale phase, to try to mitigate that. I know against Lysander it won't make a difference, but if I somehow survive Lysander with an extra wound or 2, you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm thinking about this, and I'd rather have those Genestealers. Turn around first. I know technically I'm not allowed to move, but it's bothering me that my back is to you. We know we're in base contact, though. And somebody right now that plays Genestealer Cult is screaming at me saying, "You don't need to kill the Genestealers!" The Patriarch has a special rule that all Genestealer Cult units within 6 inches auto-pass morale tests. So those Genestealers are not going anywhere, so I'm glad that I decided that in the end, but it was kind of by accident rather than remembering that one rule. Patriarch has 6 attacks, hitting on 2s against Lysander. 5 hits. But more importantly, if I roll any 6s to wound, my -3 AP goes to -6. That's not the important part. The D3 damage goes to 3 damage. 3s to wound. Oh no. Oh no! Hey, why don't you do those first? You got 3 up invul, and you failed 2 of those, and Lysander goes down. Oh, you failed 1, so now you know you're not going to die. Because this one will only... Well, actually, no, that one will do D3 if you fail the 3 up. So morale phase, he runs. Because he's not within 6 inches of the Patriarch. But the Genestealers will not. But their Might from Beyond does expire. Well, once I get to my second phase. That was the end of turn 3. I feel like we've played like 10 turns already. So much has happened. Lysander jumped in there and did not kill the Patriarch. Familiars saved the day. Totally worth those 24 points for them. And if he had done 4 wounds, though, that would have been a little scarier because then the Patriarch would have died. Although I have the 5 up invul, that might save me. But I might be able to take out Lysander. If I can take out Lysander in one of your flyers, like the Storm Raven, I just got to get both objectives. Otherwise, you can just drive onto that one and hold it. Let's see what happens. Genestealer Cult turn 4. Primuses, the twin Primuses. That's actually the backstory of this Genestealer Cult, because usually there's one Primus, but these are actually twins. That's why there's 2 of them. Honest. We're going to move our Magus up. Let's advance this annoying Sentinel. So he's going 14 inches. He dodges the last cannon shots. Brown! Actually absorbs one of them. This Magus is just going to kind of tuck back over here. Make sure he's not the closest, but can still see Lysander. I see you. Oh, I kind of hate doing this. I'm going to do it anyways, though. I'm going to do Smite on Lysander. Although part of me wants to do Mass Hypnosis on him. It's not the striking last that'll matter, because I can charge him with the Genestealers. Oh, by the way, I didn't move them, but whatever. They're close enough. I can charge them in, and so they'd fight first, and then I'd fight with him. You don't have enough command points to interrupt that. So it's not this, but the -1 to hit would be nice. You're hitting on 3s instead of 2s. But the Smite could just kill him. And I got 3 guys that could do it. So, Lysander, hold on to your head. Smite from the Purple Magus, 5+. Got it. Did not get the D6 version. D3 mortal wounds. You've only got 3 left. You don't have a way to shake off mortal wounds, do you?
Nope.
1. Oh, he's down to 2. Patriarch, Smite. Watch me kill myself. Oh, D6! Anything but a 1, and Lysander goes down. 6! Oh! 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 No psychic for him. He doesn't have anything useful. Smite is too far. He's more than 18 inches away from the Storm Raven. Otherwise, I'd gladly smite it to take off another wound and hurt it even more. But the guys inside of here are going to try to hurt the Storm Raven. Firing over there. 2 mining lasers. 5s to hit, because you're hard to hit. Oh, we got 1. 3s to wound. Yay. Last command point.
Oh.
Last command point. There's not anything else I really need it for right now. Okay. All right. This is -3 AP, so you got a 6-up save. Oh! Yes! Come on! Yes! I need my last command point for that! Fine, I'll kill you with last guns. 5s. No, I won't. 6s? Yeah! 3-up save? Of course! Of course! Well, The Goliath will fire at it next. Twin autocannon. 4 shots, hit on 5s. We got 1. This won't be able to kill it. It's 2 damage though. 3s to wound. No, 4s to wound. Strength 7, toughness 7. Okay, minus 1 AP, so 4 up save. Heavy stubber. 5s. 5s. No. I'm going to stick you full of more toxin needles. 2 needle pistol shots from these Primuses hitting on 3s. Well, 1's not. They're just going to agree to disagree. 2's to wound. That's a wound. You get a 2 up save.
That's what twins do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. Charge phase. The non-injured Primus will charge your Stormbolter wielding Warlord. 6s to hit. No siree. Reroll 1s. That's right. Yes, siree. 3s to wound. Yeah, 6 up save because minus 1. All right, you got him. Down to 4. He will charge 8 inches.
I don't think you're in. Just run circles around him.
Whee! Are you dizzy yet? I'm charging the Vindicator. You know, I'm going to declare multi-charge just in case I roll a double 1 for my charge, so that I can still go to their Warlord because he can't overwatch anyway. So you get D3 shots with your Vindicator. Yeah. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no. 6s to hit. 6s to hit. Oh.
Rerolling the ones.
Hold on. Are you within 6? You are. Reroll them. I'm not looking. Just go.
Yes.
Oh no. 2s to wound. Ah! D6 damage. Roll a 1. Oh!
Command point.
Oh, you're gonna use your last command point? Yeah, I think it's worth it. Ah, you got him. Both of us are all out of command points. This is the only charge, so let's go here first. My Primus is attacking you with his Toxin Injector, hitting on 2s, and he's wounding on 2s, and 6s are AP minus 4. Would you like to activate your 3-up invuln right now?
Yes, I would.
Okay, 3-up invuln. And 3-up armor invuln, doesn't matter, it's minus 1. That's off the table, so just roll that one again or something. Ha! I mean, too bad. Down to 1 wound. You get to hit me back, though. I've got 4 wounds left. You're hitting on 2s. Yeah, you're not killing me. Wounding me on 3s. Oh, I get to reroll 1s. Yeah, you might kill me. 3s to wound. If you make all these, I'm dead. No, you made half of them, so I'm down to 2. That's my turn 4. Killed Lysander. That was kind of anticlimactic, but lost a Primus to Overwatch for a Vindicator. I guess I asked for that, didn't I? I did cripple your Stormraven, but I did not kill it because you made a 6-up save. Now, mind you, I might not have killed it. I would have to roll 3 or higher on a d6 to have finished it off. But it'd at least be down to 2 or something. Let's go into Imperial Fists and Iron Knight's turn 4. Your Vindicator finally coming out of that building?
It is.
So 5 inches gets him to this line right there. So back him up just a bit. Right to
Oh, we're not at 10 points, I wish.
Yeah, because he only moves 5 inches now that he's damaged. He's heading towards the objective, though. Did you want to advance him?
I do not.
Still want to be able to fire.
Yeah.
Drop into hover?
Stormraven's gonna drop to hover.
Not really much choice.
Plop.
Yeah, even super crippled, it still has a 20-inch movement. But it is Ballistic Skill 5+ now. And your Storm Talon, he's going to drop down to hover as well, otherwise he has to fly off the table and then be destroyed.
He's gonna go right there. Alright, and the Lonely Missile's gonna move out a little bit just so he can get line of sight.
Need to maintain coherency.
And he's gonna
Get up there and do this.
Follow.
There you go. Shooting phase. Twin last cannons from the Razorback. Into the Goliath. Remember, we're both out of command points, so what you see the dice do is the final results. 3s to wound. Oh, you have to do 2. Now, I do have cover, because I'm within an inch of that wall, and I'm 50% covered from his point of view, so I'm 3-up armor, but last cannon is -3, so I have 6 up. Oh! Double 6! Oh! What about the missile launcher?
The missile launcher's gonna fire at the Goliath here, and then the...
I don't think the bolters really have any other targets.
Do anything? Oh, they might be in 24 inches of those.
1 crack missile hitting on a 4 because you moved.
Yes.
3s to wound. No! No more command points. Stormraven.
So Stormraven's gonna fire its twin assault cannon at your Warlord.
He is the closest. The Patriarch is the closest. So
but he's gonna fire his Hurricane Bolters, both of them first, at the Genestealers. That way you can't pass off the wounds.
Oh, fine.
And then the twin Melta is gonna go into the Sun.
Scout Sentinel.
Can I see your flank? No, I can't. Okay.
The what?
He's gonna go into the Scout Sentinel.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, the Goliath is in range. All right, we're gonna do the Goliath.
You sure?
Yeah.
He's the invincible Goliath.
He's the Goliath. Yeah,
And you're also
yeah.
not in melter range.
No, but
That should be okay, yeah. 24 shots, hitting on 5s. Oh, 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. Can you kill 2? Oh, you just had to roll 3. Oh, 5 up involved, and 1 needs to survive. Or, 2. That's good, too. I'd go for 2. Oh, you got him. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. Twin assault cannons to finish off the Patriarch, hitting on 5s. Oh,
yes.
What? Oh. So you got half of those. Strength 6, 3s to wound. Oh,
Yes.
no. I've got a 4 up armor save. -1 makes it 5 up. I got 5 up invuln. I got 3 wounds left, so I should be dead, and I am totally dead. You got the Patriarch. It's a good thing. He would have easily ran in and killed him. And then the twin multi-melta into the Goliath, who will not die. 5s to hit. Oh, that's cocked. Yeah, reroll that one. Okay,
Yeah.
see? Good. 3s to wound.
no! It is the invisible Goliath.
Yeah, you can't kill it, man. Storm Talon.
Storm Talon's gonna fire its twin assault cannon into the Goliath,
Okay.
along with
With the Typhoon missile
the
launcher?
Typhoon missile launcher. I really need you guys to run that away.
Yes.
Gonna be on
12 shots,
3s.
hitting on 3s. You get the +1 for strafing run, -1 for moving. Oh, 4s to wound. Oh, 4 wounds. 4 up armor becomes 5 up. Make 2 of them. Rugged construction, 6 up. Okay, 2 up.
Okay.
It off. I emphasize should. 3s to hit. 1 hit. 3s to wound. Okay, you got a wound. -2, so 6 up save. Oh, I made it! The invincible Goliath! Injured at this point, so he's not going to be zipping over to the objective. So at least you got that. You got the Vindicator left.
I think the Vindicator's gonna have to try and kill the Goliath.
D3 shots.
Come on, 3.
1.
Uh-oh.
Now you're at 5 to hit now, because you're injured enough to be a 4+ ballistic skill and you moved with the heavy weapon.
5.
Oh, 3 to wound. Oh! Hero Goliath. He's getting a new paint job. That's all you're shooting. There's no charging. So we're just close combat.
Yeah.
So you get to go first. To hit, re-rolling 1s. Good. 3s to wound. You only need 2 and I'm dead. Boom, baby. Oh,
There we go.
there you go.
At least I killed something.
You got the Primus. I've got to hold or contest that objective at all costs, otherwise this game becomes a tie. If I don't kill that Storm Raven, it could actually be a win for the Space Marines. Magus is going to advance 5, so it's 11 inches. Sorry, I did this off camera because I had to do some very careful measuring. Basically moved him, he's holding that objective, but the Storm Raven's the closest. I don't know if that's a mistake. Yeah, no, I want both Maguses to fire at the Storm Raven with their smite. I know I could reserve 1 to try to take on the Vindicator, but yeah. I'm going to disembark all these neophytes as far that way as I can get. And now they are going to advance 10 inches. Good. That gets him over here. So basically, you're going to have to use all of your firepower because you know I'm going to kill the ones that are not on the objective first. The only problem is their leadership's not that great. So you kill enough of them, the rest will run. I also want to make sure the Magus is not the closest to anybody, so you can't even shoot him. Then the Sentinel is going to move here. I'm going to double check the measurements. I want to be within 3 inches of the middle and 8 inches of the Storm Raven. So I cannot actually get within 3 inches and stay within 8 inches. So I'm going to redirect and just come up here and get within 8 inches of the Vindicator. And just in case, we're going to shuffle these guys around a bit to get them closer to the objective. That's about it, just a 2. Let's not forget about this Magus. He's going to come out to here. Psychic phase! We are going to do Smite! Wait, which one knows Massive Hypnosis? He knows Massive Hypnosis. I'm going to hold on to him. Because if I one-shot him with this Smite, then I could always do -1 to hit to somebody with him. So Smite! 5+. Okay, we got an 8. D3! He's only got 3 left! And Oh, it's down to 1. I needed to kill that last one because that doesn't cripple you any further. You're already at your worst thing.
Yeah.
So I got to smite again. 5+ and he's dead. Got him. Got him. Explosion. You know, roll it and then we'll check to see his range. No. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I didn't know if it was going to be 6 inches or 3 inches. So the Storm Raven's gone. Shooting phase. We're going to fire everything into your Vindicator. Let's get it down to the next crippled level. Or even better yet, let's kill it. Twin autocannon. I'm hitting on 5s now that I'm this injured. Whoops. 2 hits. 2 hits. Toughness 8 though on a Vindicator, so 5s to wound even though I'm strength 7. Nope. But that means the heavy stubber can do it. 5s to hit. 6s to wound. No. I didn't advance with the Sentinel, so he'll fire his heavy flamer into the Vindicator. I think I need to get him down to 3 before he's at his next level. D6 auto hits. 4 that wound him on 5s. Nah, just 1. You get a 4-up saved. It doesn't really matter at this point. There you go. It's down. I don't have anything else that can shoot because they all advanced. That's my last turn. That was my turn 5. So you've got 1 job and 1 job only.
Kill everything on the objective.
And take it. You have to take it as well. So it's not enough to kill everybody. You have to take it. Because right now, I've got this. Unless you're going to come back here with your Storm Talon and kill everything here. And then rely on everything else to kill the stuff in the middle. But losing the Storm Raven is gonna reduce your firepower a lot. But that's all I'm gonna say now because the rest is up to you. In Iron Knights, turn 5. So you're moving some tacticals up. You basically put all the firepower you can into that. The Magus is not targetable though. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
So your Vindicator. Now let's measure it really carefully here. Is he within 8 inches of the center, in the very front?
Yes.
Yes, so he does not have to advance. So just basically move him up 5, and we know, regardless, yeah, he'll have to go up a little further than that. But basically, he's within 3, and he's moved. Advance your captain. 5 inches. Yeah, basically he's finding that central spot where he can get his rerolls to that Vindicator and also to the tactical squad behind him.
And then I think
Lastly, your Storm Talon. Where's he going?
he's just gonna stay right where he is, so he hits on those 2s.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold still, and you get the. You don't get the -1. Shooting phase. Where are you going to start?
I'm actually gonna start with the Razorback shooting its twin link glass cannon at the Scout Sentinel.
Twin last cannon. 3s to hit. Oh, there's 1. No more command points. This is it. 3s to wound.
Come on.
You got it, and it's -3.
-3.
Okay, he does have cover, so we're looking at a 6-up save.
No more 6-ups.
No promises.
No more.
They got it. So D6 damage, and I only have 2 wounds left.
If this is a 1, I might cry. Okay.
6, and then on a 6, he blows up.
Oh, blow up. Oh.
No, been useful. Although it would have crippled your Vindicator.
That's okay.
Here, you're
It's
like,
just that
worth
to
it.
hold the objective.
Worth it. Tactical Marines next.
They're gonna fire all their bolters and the frag missile at the neophytes.
3 shots from the bolters hitting on 3s.
Rolling 1s.
That's all hit. 3s to wound, and they're going to be -1 AP because Storm of Fire from your Warlord, who didn't die somehow. So I get my 6-up saves.
That's just.
Oh, no. Frag missile?
missile.
You want to borrow the die? There you go. 6 shots hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. That's cocked. 6 hits. This alone should do a lot of damage. 3s to wound. 4 wounds. Once again, -1 because of Storm of Fire. 6-up saves. There's 1 more. 3 die. We're going to take those from the back. As long as I keep guys closer to you than the Magus. So basically, I want to point out what has to happen now. This is really important. He can't just contest the middle objective. He has to get it in order for it not to be a tie. So you can't even go for a victory at this point. And so the Vindicator could fire and kill upwards of 6 of the neophytes, but that's not likely. And if he does, I'll just leave the one at the back here so that the Storm Talon can't fire at the Magus, who is contesting that objective. And I have an objective at the back, so I win. So the Storm Talon has to kill all the neophytes, and then the Vindicator has to kill the Magus. He can't declare any of the weapons of the Storm Talon on the Magus because he has to do them all at the same time, and the Magus is not the closest. That's the trick. So Twin Assault Cannon, hitting on 2s, and then wounding on 2s. This should have no problem killing the 7 guys that are there by itself.
10.
6-up saves. Yeah, even with those 2, that kills 8, and there's only 7.
Wish I had been risky and declared the Typhoon on the magic. Oh, well, I can't yet.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You declare it at the same time, and you can't declare him a target. The reason that you had to do 3 wounds on the Primus, or the Magus, is because he's got 2 familiars that he's going to pass off the first 2.
Yeah, so if I don't get a D3 shots, I lose.
Yeah, you need 3 shots. So D3 shots from the Vindicator. 5+ is required, or you lose. Oh! You want to see what happens?
Yeah.
All right. So 5s to hit because you moved. Rerolling 1s because the captain's nearby. And a 2 to wound. And oh, my God. So that objective is contested. I don't have any morale test to make. Although, you know, one last thing you could do. No, it won't be enough. I was going to say you can charge with your Vindicator, but he only has one. He only has D3 attacks at this point, and that's not going to kill me because I could kill the 2 familiars. Even if I put all 3 wounds on the Magus, it wouldn't matter. So there's really, unless there's something else, maybe the Storm Talon and the Vindicator could charge. Could that get through? No, that's still not enough wounds. But the Storm Talon could pile. You know what? Make a charge with the Storm Talon. Just to, yeah, because if he gets in there might be some sort of piling and consolidation he could do to also get to the objective. 9-inch charge. Okay, if he fails this, then we're totally done.
Oh.
Okay, let's measure this very, very carefully. So what you're going to need to do is go 11. Did it come to here? Is that where it was?
Yeah.
And we're going to stay this far away. That way you can pile in. Because it makes sense, right? For a vehicle to do that. The Vindicator, I think you can actually get the objective just by doing that. I think you will have tied the game. Just measured it, and let's go to the fight phase. Don't even charge the Vindicator. What do you do? What do you do? Pile in and... Okay, not that far, but still 3 inches. Boom! You are now controlling the... Oh, wait. No, you do need to charge with the Vindicator. Because the familiars will pile in. And... Oh, this is so close. Okay, hold on. Let me just think this through. Is there a way for you to be able to pull this off?
I have to charge the Vindicator in to block your pile in with the familiar.
Yeah, why don't you try that? Let's do everything you can. Just don't roll really low and you don't even have to measure. All right, 6 is good. So let's go straight into the Magus. The Magus can't pile in at all. Boom. Okay, now, so that's where that is now. Well, I'll be back a little further. Okay, so here's the trick. So in your fight phase, this thing piles in, but you need to kill
one of the familiars.
2, because I'll kill this one, because this guy piles in here, and he's within 3 inches. So between these 2, you have to kill 2 familiars. That's your job. And not die to the Magus, because the Magus actually is okay in close combat. So you can do all your attacks together. You got 3 with him and D3 with him, so D3 attacks. So 1, so you got 4 attacks. This would be like the clutchest of clutch ties ever. 6 is to hit. If you don't roll at least 2 of these, you're done. 1. Oh, just 1. So a 2 to wound. Oh, I just thought of something. I would just put the wounds on my Magus. I won't kill familiars. So even with... You'd have to do like 6. Yeah, so now what'll happen is I will pile in with this guy. And now we both have 2 on that. So that is that. I'm sorry. I'm looking. I'm like, there's got to be a way. There has got to be a way, but there is not. That is game. I have 1 objective. We are tied for the middle one, so neither of us have that one. I'm pretty sure flyers can grab objectives. I know that they don't count as being on the board for purposes of tabling, but I don't think the FAQ said they can't grab it. But if it does say that, well, then it's a moot point altogether. But still, what a game. What a game. Let's go to our post-game show now.